This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Good chance you're smelling it. That smoky, unpleasant odor spreading across the valley. It's coming from the Salt River Landfill fire that started over the weekend near Highway 87 and Gilbert Road. Neighbors say they've been dealing with that smell for days, and it's making it hard to breathe.
It really smelled all over, even our clothes, in our house, in the living room, and plus the vehicle.
You've got allergies or asthma, COPD, it could certainly trigger that and make that worse for you.
Health experts tell ABC15 the chemicals released into the air from fires like this are relatively low. Officials with the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian communities say it could be a few more days before the smoke dissipates. It's been more than 200 days now since the last Super Bowl here in Arizona, but organizers have good reason to keep celebrating the record-breaking economic impact. Host committee says Super Bowl 57 generated $1.3 billion in total economic activity for the state. More than 100,000 people came from out of state, spending more than $220 million. The report done by ASU's business school reveals more than 10,000 jobs were created because of the big game, and that yielded nearly $500 million in contributions to labor income in Arizona.
What's the return on investment? We're talking about that return today. It's enormous. This is a big win for our state. There are 49 other states out there that would love to be doing what we're doing right now.
The host committee says this is the largest economic impact of any special event ever held in Arizona. As the NBA season gets closer, the Suns announcing a new way to watch games. If you live in Arizona, you can now subscribe to Suns Live to stream 70 regular season games and the entire preseason. Plans start at $15 a month or $110 for the full year. Team says subscribers can watch streams from their browser for now, and details on streaming apps will be announced in the next few weeks. Next time you fly out of Sky Harbor, you may see some new additions. A new food hall concept called The Crystals opening up the airport today. It features several restaurants like Pedal House Brewery, E.G.'s, Berry Divine, and Bobby's Burgers by Bobby Flay. Flay here in the Valley for the grand opening.
I love the food of the Southwest, and I actually love the city of Phoenix and Scottsdale. It's a lot of my friends have restaurants here, so I'm happy to join them.
The food hall is in Terminal 4 in the Southwest Airlines concourse. Running dry, the Rio Verde foothills neighbors and state leaders wondering where the water is after a deal to get water to the area was supposed to kick in by the end of September. Water supply from Scottsdale was cut off January 1st amid ongoing drought concerns. A new law passed months later required the creation of what's called a standpipe district to get water to residents. But now, into October, the water woes continue. Tonight, an update. The chair of that standpipe district says the water is expected to be turned on by the end of the week.
We are right now working with our partners just to secure that water. There's a few options on the table right now that are being worked through both with EPCOR and the city of Scottsdale. So we hope that they, work together and that we can get water done by the end of this week.
EPCOR, the company working to supply the water, tells ABC15 they are working as quickly as possible but do not have a specific date.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Well, they're back. The 100s are on the forecast for your Thursday. Starting off with temperatures here in the valley at 70 degrees in the morning, heating up to the lower 90s at midday and topping out right at 100 degrees by 4 in the afternoon. Now, as far as air quality, we'll still see that possibility of that lingering haze, especially in the East Valley as a result of the smoldering smoke from that fire that's been burning since the weekend. So keep that in mind, along with that buildup of afternoon ozone once again. Northern Arizona forecast tomorrow showing those temperatures in the lower 70s in Flagstaff, mid-70s, and Heber and Cholo, and throughout the lower desert highs back in the low to mid-90s, and even forecasting, again, 100 degrees in Phoenix and close to 100 as you head toward Quartzsite, Lake Havasu City, and Yuma, too. Here's a 7-day forecast. We go from 100 degrees tomorrow to 104 on Friday. That's near a record high. And then by Saturday, those temperatures drop a little bit to 101, but still some breezes in the forecast, and we'll stay at 100 degrees Sunday and Monday.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.